What is up, everybody? In this video, I just want to talk about a character in Dragon Ball that I really adore and has so many different forms. No, it's not Goku or Vegeta. No, it's not my boy Piccolo either. It is Gohan. Gohan has a lot of different timeline forms, different variations on him that are actually canon and not just like some Dragon Ball hero bullshit, but you know, like future Gohan, teen Gohan, youth or adult Gohan, whatever you want to call him. And then there's even actual adult Gohan in Dragon Ball Super. And I want to talk about all of them. Which ones were my favorite at least, and which one is my current favorite, because it does change quite often, you know, depending on who I'm feeling right now. Like, oh man, Teen Gohan is so clean, bruh, you know, or future Gohan and his goated special, easily still my favorite special out of every Dragon Ball special out there. And you know, then there's the Beast Gohan. I'm gonna be talking about like 4 Gohans though in total, talking about future Gohan, teen Gohan, Beast Gohan, and youth/adult Gohan, which is like mainly the one that I'm focusing on for that version of him is at the end of Z in the Buu saga. And Beast Gohan will be his own thing, and I will probably make a separate video on Dragon Ball Super Gohan, how he was in the show and in the manga. First, we're going to be talking about Teen Gohan. So Teen Gohan kind of is in like a thing with Kid Gohan to me. Like the build up with Kid Gohan attributes or contributes to Teen Gohan's blow up, because we do see small things about Teen Gohan or Gohan in general, about like how his anger bubbles up and it gets to a point where it's like, damn, he could snap. This little boy could snap. We saw it against Frieza, he almost snapped or whatever. We saw it against Raccoon, Nappa, Raditz. This little boy always had some kind of like anger in him. You know, he was just a mini Bruce Banner kind of. And Teen Gohan, I think, does have the coolest payoff, especially with Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan in general in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. We see Gohan go through all of that development and all that time, and it pays off in the Time Chamber, seeing him go Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2 against Cell. He by far has easily the coolest payoff, the most satisfying and rewarding payoff out of all of them. Now, Teen Gohan does have cons as well. Yeah, he looks cool too. I'd say like Super Saiyan 2 fits him way better than it does Vegeta or Goku or Cabo, whoever the hell who else got it, Cauliflower, whatever. But Gohan, Teen Gohan and Kid Gohan is like a bit of a whiny baby, which kind of makes sense. He is a child. You know, you don't expect a child to just be like, okay, whatever, like, it's whatever, you know. He is still kind of like a whiny baby a little bit, you know, especially when he's being a bit of a pushover, which makes sense because he doesn't like to fight. I think that does add a lot to Gohan's character in general, and he probably has the coolest fight with Cell to me. I think it's definitely not an underrated fight. People love that fight, and to me, out of all the Gohans, it's probably the coolest fight to me. And he also, in general, like from a design standpoint, not just who has the coolest transformation, but from a design standpoint with the turban that he usually has and the purple gi from Piccolo and everything, that it's like an amalgamation of what makes his design cool, is why I think to me Teen Gohan probably has the best design out of all of them. Not gonna lie, I'm talking from a design standpoint, it looks the coolest. And where I would put Teen Gohan on, like, out of the 4 that I'm talking about, which is Future Gohan, Teen Gohan, Youth/Adult Gohan, and Beast Gohan, where I would put Teen Gohan on that list, he's probably like number 2 right now. Again, it changes like every damn week, but right now he's probably 2 for me. And then we're going to be talking about Adult/Youth Gohan from the Buu saga. Now, this Gohan is definitely kind of a letdown to me. Like, don't get me wrong, he is probably the best trash talker and has the coolest voice out of all of them. I think Beast Gohan's voice is a bit too, like, raspy, you know, like, oh, is that all you got? You know, kind of Super Saiyan 4-esque, where it's, like, stupid raspy. But I think the Buu saga Gohan is, like, that balance between, it's raspy, but it's not, like, too OD like Beast Gohan is, where it's just, like, he kind of sounds a bit like some dude doing a, like, fan dub of him, you know? Like, he sounds a bit like, trying too hard, while, like, Just like Super Saiyan 3 is that balance between cool and not OD, I think Buu Saga Gohan has that perfecto voice, and he's easily the best trash talker out of all of them. Teen Gohan does choke, but I think Buu Saga Gohan chokes the hardest, because at least Teen Gohan does get the job done with a little bit of help. Buu Saga Gohan's missing the Potara earring. He's tweaking over here. He's like, fight you. No, I'm gonna kill you. And I'm like, oh god, that was so cool. But at the same time, he's like tweaking, like, why didn't you just finish him off when you had the chance, bro? You should have learned this from before, and he's falling into his bad habits, which is why I think, like, Teen Gohan, it kind of makes sense for him to be like, no, I want to fucking enjoy killing this bastard Cell. This is like the first time he's ever been on top for real, pause. But Buu Saga Gohan, you've been through this kind of before, and you're over here like, oh no, I'm gonna do all this bullshit. And I'm like, dog, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? You should have learned. And it kind of feels like a backstep on Gohan's character a little bit. Maybe it's like, oh, well, he should, you know, people make mistakes all the time, but it's like, dog, Gohan's not a stupid guy. I feel like he should be a bit more smart and be like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this again. Give Gohan the W, since he should have been the boy, the main guy this arc anyway. But he also does have a really unique transformation. I think his transformation is really dope. The potential unleashed thing going on. Instead of just like the Super Saiyan bargain sale, we see everybody out here rocking Super Saiyan Trunks, Kid Trunks, Goten. Everybody's got it now. It's really cool seeing just potential unleashed Gohan with the black hair. That's basically it. And him have a more serious look on his face too. Him as a character in general in the Buu Saga was pretty cool. It wasn't like the worst iteration to me. I think a lot of people hate on it a bit too much. But I do think Buu Saga Gohan is okay. But I'm gonna put him like probably third out of all four of these Gohans. Next is Beast Gohan. You can tell who's gonna be number one for me, obviously. But Beast Gohan, we don't see a lot of him, and this is like talking about how he is in the movie in general with the glasses, where he takes them off and he's like, oh, I'm ready to fight now. Like that Gohan as well, combined with Beast Gohan. Like I count that as kind of one character. Now Beast Gohan in this movie has probably the most aura, easily. His aura is insane. This guy looks crazy. The purple with the white and gray hair like is crazy. That's Gohan Blanco basically, but he is super cool looking, and he has the coolest moves easily. The other Gohans do really cool stuff, don't get me wrong, but in terms of like the kick, the special beam cannon, like all of that is super dope. And taking the punch, he did it the coolest to me, where he just took the punch straight and just unfazed, was the coolest thing ever. Like, yeah, I was fanboying out in the movie theater. I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. Like, oh my god. Even though I watched the movie beforehand with just these worst subtitles, just god-awful experience. I saw it beforehand when it came out in Japan first, off of my phone, and pirated it, and it was just disgusting because I couldn't wait. But it was cool to see it in theaters, and that could be why I'm giving him the most aura, because I actually experienced it in theaters, unlike the other Gohans. And he actually won out of all of them. Like, yeah, Teen Gohan did win as well. You know, after he got that transformation, just like, hey, I'm actually just gonna beat him. No messing around, just boom! Destroy this guy. This garbage Cell Max that I really don't like that much. And he also feels a bit forced, I feel like, with the fan service. And I'm not saying it's like, oh man, this is like Marvel fan service where they're just throwing random like in the movie just for the sake of like, yo, this looks cool, that's it. I'm not saying it's that bad, but it does feel a bit like, I mean, with the callback to Teen Gohan, like, yeah, don't get me wrong, I thought it was cool. I thought it was like, oh, this is cool, it's just like Teen Gohan again, oh my god. But I wouldn't say it's like, oh, this makes it 10 times better. It was like, it was cool, but then rewatching it, I'm like, I don't know, this feels a tiny bit forced to me. I would put Beast Gohan probably fourth, which makes sense. He's easily the, like, he doesn't have the most screen time either, so it kind of makes sense. Maybe in the manga he's way cooler. I haven't read too much after the Black Frieza thing, so I'm still shook from Black Frieza over here going from Uncle Ruckus to now joining them. Zoro over here and the second Hokage, just like, bruh. But I think after, like, the fact of Beast Gohan, like, coming out, I think maybe they might build him up even more and, like, expand on what he does better. Not just like, oh, just like Fusion Reborn Gogeta, where he just comes in, beats the guy, and that's it. I think maybe they'll expand upon him even more, which hopefully I'm hoping they'll do. And finally, last but not least, I'm just gonna say it off the bat, he's my favorite Gohan is Future Gohan, and even though he doesn't have as much screen time as the other Gohans, and you could argue Teen Gohan is probably better just because of the build-up and everything, I still would put Future Gohan above, just because Future Gohan feels like the most developed, the most, like, in terms of character development, he feels the best to me. He feels the most mature to me. Like, he's got a decent head on his shoulders, and, like, he's not going to tweak or trip out or actually fuck up somehow. He's not the type of Gohan to do that. And I do think Gohan is, like, and Dragon Ball in general isn't super, like, realistic in terms of, like, oh yeah, he's just gonna win because he's gonna win. I'm not gonna lie. And it's Dragon Ball. Like, it's an anime, like, you want to have the bad guys win all the time. That's just not how it works. But I think Gohan's feels really realistic and really tragic in a way that works to me. Even though, like, damn, like, I actually feel bad for Gohan. Because he's not coming back. Future Gohan is just gone. He's just gone. With Bardock, it's like, oh, well, this guy Bardock's not, like, a good guy. You know, and second of all, Future Gohan could have had the life that Gohan has now. You know, his dream of becoming a scholar, you know, him having a family, living a life that he actually wanted. Future Gohan is never getting that. He never got the chance to get that. This Gohan never got any of that. Because we see how happy, like, Gohan is with Pan and all that, and we see freaking Future Gohan getting none of that. He got none of that. His life was genuinely just a sad life, a tragic, depressing kind of life, and he feels the most uplifting to me, while the other Gohans kind of need help to, like, get inspired and be like, I need that push. Future Gohan was doing that push for Trunks and still going out there trying his damnedest to save people, even though he knows there is no hope. And that in itself is more inspiring than any of the other Gohans and what they did. Like, Teen Gohan might have been relatable because he was a child and he's not really a fighter, but he was still going out there trying. But he was a bit of a pushover watching his friends get bodied. Future Gohan wasn't really watching people get bodied and watching people literally get offed. He would rather throw himself in front of those civilians to save people. He's not the kind of guy to just be like, no, I'm not doing that, because again, this is an older, much more mature Gohan who probably see things in a different perspective than how he used to, and probably learned a lot. He didn't go through what Teen Gohan went through with the Cell arc and all that. Like, it was just like from the androids and after. That's basically it. And then his father Goku with the heart virus going away, it was probably a lot on him, and it feels more inspiring to see him try to overcome this. Actually, the speeches he gives, like when he's talking to the androids about how they really can't kill what he is, you know, because there will always be someone even stronger to take his place. Like, that speech in itself was just as good as Android 16's speech. Like, Android 16's speech was, like, really uplifting. Gohan's was more realistic and grounded in the fact of, like, he's not gonna win, but he knows someone else will probably, there's always gonna be someone to stand up to evil. There's always going to be that. It feels very Superman-like, and I know it's like, that's so corny and cringe, but, like, I just really like the way Future Gohan was written in that special, especially during that little time we really had with him compared to the other Gohans. And his death was even more tragic, seeing him go. I think in Kakarot they did it even better than the special to me. And the fact of him literally losing an arm and still going out there to fight the androids was genuinely like, damn, like, this guy is him. He is him. Like, in every game now, going forward, like, I'm like, is Future Gohan in this game, bro? I'm about to run Future Gohan. Even in Sparking Zero, I'm like, bro, I'm running Future Gohan, because even if I lose, someone else stronger will take my place, bro. Like, Future Gohan is easily him. and he looks so cool to me, man. The scars on his face, the missing arm, all of it looks so clean to me, bro. It looked such like, it kind of reminded me of Winter Soldier, like Bucky a little bit. Like, he as a character just looks the coolest to me. Like, I think design-wise, Teen Gohan maybe looks a little better, but I think future Gohan, looking at him, just tells this story. You can see what kind of person he is just from looking at him. The scars on his face, that look in his eyes, that like hopeless, not even hopeless, but like that situation of hopelessness while still having hope in himself with the arm gone and everything. Future Gohan easily is my favorite, and he's originally why I even made this video in general. I was like, I'm gonna just make a video about Future Gohan, but I was like, nah, I'll talk about the other Gohans and why I like Future Gohan a little more than all of them. So final ranking right now is Future Gohan at the top. Teen Gohan is second. Then Adult Youth Gohan from the Buu Saga is third. And fourth is Beast Gohan. And Dragon Ball Super Gohan would probably be fifth, not gonna lie. And Kid Gohan would be right behind Teen Gohan, probably, in front of Buu Saga Gohan. So, in total, like, that's where I would put it. I might make a video talking about those characters separately, because I feel like Dragon Ball Super Gohan needs his own video of me talking about him. Same thing with Kid Gohan. Those two are so, just like, bruh, that, like, they need their own video. And Kid Gohan is really overlooked to me, so I will probably make a video separately on both of those guys, but that's going to be for this video, guys. Hope you'll enjoy this one. I'm sorry if this video feels all over the place. I really don't have too much time right now in my life, not gonna lie, with school, work, and doing all this bull. Just everything is a lot, but I still love making videos, and I didn't have enough time to make like an actual script. This video was just me speaking, just speaking, you know what I mean? Like literally in an hour or like 30 minutes now, I gotta go out again and do something, pick somebody up and all that bull. But there is a lot going on right now, but I still enjoy and love making videos. I love doing YouTube, and I still want to keep doing this. Like, it's not a chore to me. Doing YouTube is just fun. I enjoy doing YouTube. Like, I have so many ideas too, man. I love doing YouTube, bro. I love making these videos. This video didn't have a script, because I really didn't have a lot of time. That's why it feels all over the place, and I'm just yapping and just going, oh, yeah, Future Gohan, and this, and like, that's why compared to the last video with the Marvel Rivals and the video before that too, they feel a lot more, like, put together. This one is just me yapping, honestly. But with Future Gohan, I feel passionate enough about to yap about, just because I'm like, dude, I love this character so much, bro. I love this character so much, and I love Gohan in general. But that's gonna be for this video, guys. Sorry about this all over the place video, but I still want to make one. But that's gonna be for this video, guys. Hope you all enjoyed this one. Let me know your favorite Gohan down in the comments below, because I read every single comment, literally every comment I read. But that's gonna be for this video, guys. Peace.